Right. So let's take a peek at the whole self thing without having to do the whole non-duality game of some bloke saying, "There's no me," and then babbling away about the me for an hour. Self is not hard to see through. Start with what are we talking about? Self, that little voice in your head that's like, "I'm me, I'm in charge, I've got free will, I'm running the show." Turns out, yeah, not so much. See, in the West, we've grown up on this idea that there's a solid I inside us, a proper little boss behind the scenes, calling the shots. Like there's someone driving the bus that is your body. But loads of philosophers and neuroscientists now reckon that's not actually the case. They say the self, that feeling of meanness, is basically a clever illusion. Bit of a trick your brain plays on you. There's no one really in there. So let's break this down. The philosophers. No one home. Start with David Hume, old Scottish bloke from the 1700s. He said when you look for this solid, unchanging self, you never actually find it. All you see are thoughts, sensations, emotions. Just stuff happening. It's like going through your camera roll expecting to find you. But all you get are random pics and screenshots. He called it a bundle of perceptions. Basically, there's no consistent I, just a load of mental bits and bobs bundled together. Fast forward a couple hundred years, and you've got Daniel Dennett saying kind of the same thing, but with more modern flair. He reckons the self is just a story your brain tells, like your mind's doing PR for itself. There's no central character, it's just your brain doing a voiceover like, "Ah yes, I meant to do that," even though it didn't. Then Thomas Metzinger comes in and takes it even further. He says your brain builds a kind of internal model of you, your body, your feelings, the lot. And you mistake that model for the real you. So you're basically falling for your own press release. He straight up says, selves do not exist. Cold, right? So, in short, Hume says, you're a bundle, not a boss. Dennett goes on that. The self is fiction, like Netflix, but internal. Metzinger puts it that you're buying into your own brain simulation. The neuroscience bit. No one at the wheel. Neuroscientists have been poking around the brain for ages now, mapping all sorts of stuff. Language, emotion, vision, you name it. But what haven't they found? A self-center. There's no little you sat in the middle pulling levers. It's not like there's a homunculus. That's science speak for a mini-me inside your head. Driving things. That just doesn't show up on brain scans. Then there's this fella, Michael Gazzaniga, who did these mad split brain studies. Basically, he worked with people whose left and right brain hemispheres were separated. And what he found was kind of bonkers. One side of the brain would do something, and the other side, totally clueless about it, would make up a reason for it afterwards. Like, imagine your right brain gets you to stand up, and then your left brain goes, "Yeah, I fancied a Coke." Pure blagging, and this isn't just theory. They've done experiments where brain activity ramps up before you consciously decide to do something. Like, half a second before you think, "I'm gonna move my hand," your brain's already queued it up. Bit like when your mate says they're spontaneously going out, but you find out they booked the Uber 20 minutes ago. Free will? More like late to the party. David Eagleman, another big name in this space, says that most of what the brain's doing is unconscious. The conscious you that pops up to say, "I did this," is really just there to narrate the ending. It's like when someone jumps into a group project last minute and puts their name on the slide deck. So what does this mean? Basically, Both the philosophers and the scientists are saying the same thing as your favorite non-duality presenter. This whole self business is a mental construct. There's no ghost in the machine, no little soul giving commands. You're not a single, solid person directing the movie of your life. You're more like a bunch of processes stitched together, and the brain slaps a name on it and goes, "Yep, that's me." That feeling of being in control? It's mostly your brain playing catch-up, explaining stuff it already did. And if that sounds a bit bleak, don't panic. It's not all doom and gloom. You still experience love, pain, joy, TikTok doom scrolling, all of it. It's just that there's no magical I behind it all. Doesn't make it less real. It's just not the reality we thought. Anyway, that's the T on the illusory self. Kinda trippy, right?